Well, good afternoon, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Marcus Walter here. We're dealing with a few rain showers and thunderstorms pushing into the arc limits now. There's a limited threat for severe weather this evening. It's been a while since we've talked about the threat of severe weather, but it is in place for the next couple of hours. Then after that, we're setting the stage for cooler and drier weather for the weekend, and then we'll be seasonally warm as we head into next week. But as we look at where we have a severe thunderstorm warning, it covers part of Union County in South Arkansas. These storms have been drifting south and even south and west, so some of this activity may impact Lincoln Parish downstream, but it may also ultimately travel just west of Lincoln Parish, so we will keep watching this. But if you are in South Arkansas, you're dealing with rain showers and thunderstorms now, in particular for Union County, and a lot of this activity will push south. Some of the rain that we see east of El Dorado and south of El Dorado, that's what will push into Union Parish in Louisiana. Now, when we look at our storm threat for today, we're dealing with the marginal risk for severe weather, mainly across northern portions of our viewing area, even extending into Wind Parish. Damaging wind will be the greatest threat with any storms that develop, but we cannot rule out hail as well. On top of that, we are continuing with hot weather. We have an extreme heat warning that is active really through this evening all across the arc limits in this area. We're talking about feels like temperatures near or above 110 degrees. And when we look at temperatures outside now, we sit at 93 degrees here in Monroe, but it feels like 107 at this hour. So that heat is continuing to impact us. When we look at temperatures across the rest of the arc limits, we're generally in the low to mid 90s, even upper 90s as we look toward Ruston, but they're in the 80s, low 80s for El Dorado because of the cloud cover and the wet weather that's moving nearby their region right now. Feels like numbers above 110 for most of the arc limits, but again, we're noticing that rain having a cooling effect, and we'll be watching for a little more rain activity over the next couple of hours. But in terms of this weekend, we will be cooling down. By the time we get to Saturday and Sunday, we'll see feels like temperatures only in the low to mid 90s, and that'll be a big change from the low 100s we've seen over the last several days and really over the last 2 weeks. Now, this is a look at 8 p.m. We could have a few spotty rain showers and thunderstorms pushing south across the region, but by the time we get to 10 p.m., a lot of that activity dissipates. That's mainly because once the sun sets, the atmosphere starts to get calmer and that rain activity starts to dissipate, and that'll lead to quiet conditions as we start out Friday. And it looks like most of Friday will be dry, but we can't rule out a spotty shower nearby, but it looks like most of that activity will be to our east. But take a look at the temperatures. You'll see numbers in the low 90s. That's a sign of that cooler air moving in behind a cold front that is currently pushing into the arc limits as we speak. As we look ahead to Saturday morning, we start out quiet. We'll notice some wet weather to our west, but we should be dry for most of the day, and that will likely continue into Sunday as well. So as we summarize your forecast for this evening, generally after sunset, we'll have quieter weather. We'll be mostly clear to partly cloudy, and we'll have temperatures down to about 75 degrees. And then tomorrow, we'll see temperatures in the low 90s. That'll be a nice change from the upper 90s, and we'll be watching for an isolated shower or two as well. I'll tell you more about this weekend's weather and the weather for next week tonight at 5 p.m. on KNOE. Make sure to tune in then.